It's been a really long time since I've uploaded to this channel, but I decided to make a video because first of all, like, I want to get back on, the routine to upload videos consistently, but sometimes life gets really busy and that means my corporate job takes my time away. So I don't really have the time to work on videos because I sometimes end up working on the weekends too, I'm not gonna lie. Anyway, so I want to give you an update on my plants from Ecuagenera and how they're doing, and answer some of the questions I've gotten over Instagram DMs and on the comments, because a lot of people seem to be ordering from Ecuagenera right now, and they have questions like, how did I acclimate them? What should I do when they arrive? What plants do you recommend getting? What's the roots look like, after several months have passed? So yeah, I'm just gonna go through all of the plants that I bought and then show you some of the roots on some of them, not all of them, because the moss that I have them in is not wet, so if I try to separate it from the roots, I might damage the roots. So yeah, I'll just give you an update though. So the first one is this Philodendron Plum Eye. So I don't even know if I'm saying that right. Whatever, doesn't matter. But I keep all of my plants that I bought from Ecuagenera in sphagnum moss, and this is just temporarily because when I first got them, I didn't have a lot of roots, and in fact some of them had a little bit of root rot, mostly my philodendrons though. Everything else was fine. So this philodendron right here, I think, yeah, so I remember one of them had a new leaf, and a new leaf coming up, and I think it's this one. It was about to unfurl but not quite. So this is a new leaf, and ever since I only have it with 2 leaves, but the plant itself is fine. Like, I don't want to take it out of the moss here, but I'll tell you that the roots are quite long already, and keeping it in moss has helped that a lot, because this was one of the plants that actually had root rot. And I'll try to find clips of where I filmed that, because I remember filming some of the root rot, and then I'll just insert them somewhere in the video if I find them. If not, then I'm sorry. But like, I will say that this one had root rot, so I had to chop all of that off, and then I put them in sphagnum moss, because sphagnum moss actually helps develop roots a lot faster with my philodendrons, and I also noticed it with my anthurium. So keeping them here in sphagnum moss has been the best for me personally. I feel like if there is anything that I'm lacking that could benefit the plant more is the humidity. So I keep a humidifier right next to my plants, but lately I've been super lazy to like turn it on and keep it running the whole day. Like, it's been months since I've even turned on this thing, and maybe not months, maybe like weeks, I would say, like maybe a month maximum. And also I keep them under the grow light, and that's also been super helpful, and I think that's why I've been getting new growth. And in fact, there is a new growth point like right here. I don't know if you can see it, that's coming up, so I think it's a good sign of the plant. There is some like crispy tips, but I think it's because I don't tend to keep on top of the watering as often as I'd like. And yeah, this plant is fine though. And one of the things that I had trouble with before was getting this plant to like stand up on its own, and I did notice this was a thing with like a lot of philodendrons from people on the internet. They usually had like stakes or something holding it up. So I'm not really worried about that. And one of my other plants improved a lot. Like, it was, it couldn't even stand up on its own. But I've been training it to like, lean itself against the humidifier, and that kind of like just has helped. I also think that it's because of the humidity, right? So one of the things that I've done now is I bought a greenhouse, an IKEA greenhouse, that I'm setting it up at the moment, and I will be putting these plants in there. So yes, sphagnum moss has helped these plants a lot, and I totally recommend you keeping them in water for about 2 days when they first arrive, because that actually helps the hydrate the roots, and then you can transfer it into sphagnum moss for a couple of months depending on the roots, right? And then you can go ahead and do whatever potting medium you like. You can either go soil, you can keep them in sphagnum moss, you can do lechuza pond, whatever it is you like. That's up to you, right? So let me just go ahead and grab this other plant because they're all behind me. Okay, so this one is my other philodendron. This is the philodendron mamey, and personally, this is a philodendron I struggled with the most. The other one, although it doesn't look as fuller and as healthy as this one, it was one of the ones I was struggling the most with because of the root system. So if you look at this one, since I got it, I feel like when I got it, it didn't even have this many leaves. So I have 2 new leaves, and then this is new growth, right? So I have, hold up, just taking, yeah, that's something. Okay, so yeah, I've only gotten 2 new leaves from when I've had it. And here's the new one coming up. So again, sphagnum moss, and I keep them in this netted pots, and you can see the roots on this one. See, it's gotten so big, and I try to keep this as humid as possible because I don't want the roots to dry out. So yeah, this is the benefits of sphagnum moss, because it creates this. And the sad thing is that while Ecuagenera plants are a little bit cheaper, they don't really develop a lot of roots. I mean, they don't come with a lot of roots, so you have to create that environment for them so that they can have a lot of roots before you go ahead and transfer them into soil, because your plant can die if you put it in soil with such a small amount of roots. So I again recommend sphagnum moss for that reason. Okay, so now I'm going to talk to you about my Anthurium crystallinum. So I'm going to be talking about Anthuriums now, and my Anthuriums have been doing the best in my opinion because they have developed a lot of roots. My Philodendrons, so it's okay, but like they could do a lot better, and they just need a lot of humidity. But my Anthuriums have been doing the best because although I don't have a lot of new leaves, like they are really slow growers within the leaves. Maybe it's because I just need to, I need to provide them a lot more humidity. That's probably what I'm thinking it is. But anyways, here is this Anthurium crystallinum, and I do keep it in sphagnum moss as well. This one's a little bit more damp in water, which is not so bad, but you can see the roots here. So like you see that root, and then this one, and then this one over here, the one over there. So I think this one's definitely a lot happier. I don't want to take it out of the netted pot because I don't want to disturb the roots. Okay, so this one is the Anthurium forgetii, and this plant is also doing really well. It has a lot of roots. Let me show you. Oh damn it, they're not coming out, but you can see it a little bit. Oh gosh, it's like even green, because like before I didn't have them in this covered pot, so I'm pretty sure that the roots started to photosynthesize, and that's why they started getting a little bit green. But that's not a bad thing. That just means that, you know, it was exposed to the sun and its color changed. Maybe I'm able to like pull this one out of the sphagnum moss and show you. Yeah, I could do that. Oh my god, I'll share that with you. But look at that. Holy smokes. Wow, this is crazy. This is so crazy. I can't believe. Holy smokes. Oh my goodness, this is more than ready to be put in soil. But I don't want to do soil, to be honest. I'm a little bit scared to do soil. I want to try lechuza pon or leca for these plants, but I haven't done a lot of research into how to deal with the what's it called, with the nutrients, but I will look into that. But anyways, look at these roots. Wow, this is crazy. This is awesome. Okay, so I'm gonna, oh my god, now I'm gonna have a hard time putting them back in. I will fix this plant up right now. Okay, and lastly, you guys, I'm gonna give you an update on the Anthurium magnificum. This is the Anthurium magnificum. It's so freaking big, and if there's anything better that I can do with this specific plant, again, is humidity. All of them. I just need to, like, you know, step up my humidity game. Again, if I haven't already said this, well then I'll say it now. I have an IKEA greenhouse that I just recently bought and built, and I'm still waiting for all of the supplies to get here so that I can, you know, put a humidifier and ventilation, and I already have the grow lights. So once I have all that stuff set up, then I will go ahead and move them in there. But until now, they've been living in sphagnum moss, and I've been misting the sphagnum moss when I remember. If I don't remember, then I'm so sorry. But like, as you can see, like, my Anthuriums have been doing the best. They have the best roots, and my philodendrons are the ones that are struggling a little bit more, but that's okay. Anyway, so look at the roots of this one. It's crazy, right? Like, super awesome. And again, these plants from Ecuagenera, they don't have a lot of root system, unfortunately, so you can get the root system if you put them in sphagnum moss. I keep saying that, but it's really important and it's key. And so yeah, so these are all of the things that I've done for my plants ever since I got them. Again, if I could improve on anything, it's gonna be the watering for sure. Like, I need to be more consistent and on top of my watering. I've been getting better, but I need to like improve this because this is like super dry. So yeah, and then humidity, give them a lot more humidity, and then nutrients like fertilizer. So I need to see how the liquid dirt is gonna do over this spring, and then maybe it'll give me new growth or something. And then I'm also thinking that once I move them into the greenhouse, it's like the IKEA greenhouse, it's gonna be a lot better, and the plants are just gonna be a lot more happier. So maybe then I'll get more new growth, you know? So yeah, we'll see what happens. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. And if you have any questions in regards to anything that I've talked about here, or maybe I didn't even talk about something, then let me know, because I will answer your question. And thank you so much for watching. And I hope that you have an amazing day, and happy Pride, because today is Pride Day, and every day is Pride Day, but today we celebrate a lot harder. So yeah, bye, take care, and hope you have a good day.